what I loved about it is that I was actually in control of my diary. At the beginning, I thought, oh, people are going to book me left, right, and center. But the more I got to use it, the more I was like, no, I'm in control. I block time out. I implement it. It ticks so many boxes for me.
I am here with Alex Falcon Huerta. Thank you very much for agreeing to be on our You Can Book Me Customer Showcase. Hello.
Hi, Bridget. How are you doing? And thanks for inviting me.
Tell us a little bit about what you do.
So I have an accountancy firm, which I just recently branded as Business Advisory. And I actually launched it back in 2015 to be online cloud digital, predominantly working with people from overseas who want to sort of like launch in the UK or vice versa. And I do have a handful of technology companies in the UK as well. So, yeah.
And full disclosure, I think we should admit that you have been our accountant for 10 years or probably a bit longer, Alex, haven't you?
Yeah, yeah, it's a bit longer than that, but yeah, exactly.
But you're here today to talk about being a You Can Book Me customer as well, because you've obviously adopted lots of technology in your life, and I know you're a massive fan. So it's always been a bit of a privilege for us to know that you have thrown it yourself into using You Can Book Me as well to help you run your business. What problem have you fallen in love with? Is it accountancy or is it running a really efficient automated business?
I would say running an efficient business because ultimately that's what I implement with all my clients as well. So it's definitely, helping clients and businesses just building the technology so they can run as efficiently as what we do.
That's what keeps motivating you to keep going.
Pretty much, yeah.
What keeps you up at night? What do you worry about?
I suppose running an accountancy practice is probably the deadlines. It's something that I don't really enjoy, and so sometimes you can't really push clients too much with their deadlines. But we've got hard deadlines with governments and with we haven't got a choice, and sometimes I'm under pressure to get things done. But again, it's because I enjoy what I do, so it's like no, don't worry, it'll be fine. But yeah, sometimes I do get stressed about that, but it gets done in the end.
So if you could grow your business again from zero, Alex, what would you do differently?
I would probably make sure that the people that I hire have the same type of like passion in technology and automation and efficiency. I think that's been it's really hard to find people that are really skilled at what they do in terms of their like technical ability, but also love technology. So they don't put the two and two together. And I would look for those people like from the very beginning. It's different now, but back in the day it wasn't, and it was really hard. But it's a different market today.
So it's a question like you can take a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. So you can give somebody, all the apps in the world, but if they're not that interested, they're not going to start using the tools.
Yeah, exactly. And I have come across that even today. The accountants are just accountants and they want to just get on with the figures. They're not necessarily like entrepreneurial or business advisors. So, but you need different types of people in each business. So it's really tough. But today, to keep it efficient, you need people that know both.
So what would be your top tools that you rely on a daily basis to run your company, your
Oh, it's so
business?
hard. Okay, yeah, you're right. Like my app stack is absolutely massive and it has been since the beginning. I'd like to reduce it, but I would say, I mean, obviously you can book me. It was
Oops.
it was one of the early tools I implemented. Other products I use Ignition, so it's a proposal software. And that just allowed so much automation and it removed so much of the onboarding in my business. So it allows me to create the proposal. In the UK, by law, we have to have like a letter of engagement when we sign up a client. So it had that built in, which was really good.
What drives growth for you in your business?
What I love is just working with startups. And so when I work with the early day startups, I get to see everything from the very beginning, how they started, how they launched, just like you can book me.
What would be the best piece of business advice you could give somebody who is starting a business now today?
Understanding finances is such a key thing. And so even if they don't understand like everything, it's just like learn the basics of like what profit and loss is and what your bottom line is and even the balance sheet. Is to find technology that's going to help you and support your business and to make it as efficient as possible. Implement technology before implementing people,
Mm.
because that's going to help you save a lot of money, but also using advisors to make sure that's implemented correctly and accurately so you're not ended up with disastrous data that you can't rely on.
That sounds like you've given that advice many times, Alex. That was very well rehearsed. Have you ever sort of looked at any other competitors? Like, tell us a little bit about how you use You Can Book Me and what does it do for your business?
So yeah, I guess because I've been using it for such a long time, I would class it as like being an early adopter in online scheduling because again, most of the people weren't using that. They would just send me emails. And so I guess when I implemented it, it was, just making sure I had the right brand and, had it like as a link, on my email so people knew exactly when I was free. But what I loved about it is that I was actually in control of my diary. At the beginning, I thought, oh, people are going to book me left, right, and center. But the more I got to use it, the more I was like, no, I'm in control. I block time out, I implement it. And then it's got like amazing features. So international side, it's like time zone is really important. So it's like it ticks so many boxes for me. So I didn't actually look at other like competitors or anything at the time because I didn't have a need to. So I just say that we've got the overlap system.
Overlay.
The overlay, yeah. So which is an awesome feature that YouCanBookMe has because like there's so many now that you kind of get inundated with the links. And so it's like somebody needed to have a solution where it's like, right, well, no, if there's like 4 or 5 people, we need to work out who's free, then we need to find out, who's going to be the sensible one and say, look, just use this. So I just say, if you use mine, everyone, then you could just use you can just check it to see like when everybody's free. So like for me, it was a game changer because there was so many emails going backward and forward as when you're free, I'm free here. And just to catch everybody at the same time, it can be quite challenging.
Other than overlay availability, and you mentioned time zones, what other features do you rely on that you like the most?
So what I love is the fact that I can then give my clients like a separate link that they have, which is definitely not shared, which means that there's more availability to my clients rather than to the external people. So it's just having that separation between my existing clients who should has more dedicated time because that's what they pay for compared to somebody who doesn't know me and wants to book in a time with me.
How do you get new customers? How do people find out about you?
So I normally attend conferences like SaaS or accounting conferences because most of them are startups, like trying to get onto, like in front of the accountants. And again, most of mine, I didn't mention this before, but a lot of them I look after are tech SaaS in the accountancy industry.
Now, last section, Alex. This is the would you rather section. Okay, so it's like quick fire. Would you rather throw out your phone or your laptop?
Oh my gosh, my
Mm.
laptop.
Yeah? Just do everything on your phone. You do a lot on WhatsApp for business as well, don't you? WhatsApp is very important to you.
Yeah, I tried to do a thing just only on my phone. I tried to do most of it on my phone as much as possible, but every now and then I need to jump onto the laptop.
But if you could get rid of it, it would be your laptop.
Yeah.
Would you rather get a new client or double your retainer or your sales to an existing client?
I would rather existing client.
Like you said, so you've been growing really because your client base has naturally grown organically.
Yes, yes.
Would you rather, and I know you do this, would you rather speak at a huge conference or make a new sale from a client?
Speaker conference.
Would you rather work with a team of experts or passionate learners? And I think you've done both. So which would you prefer?
Probably experts. Yeah, because
Yeah.
then I'll learn.
Would you rather be known for product quality or customer service?
Gosh, customer service.
Yeah, tell us about that.
Oh, you need to have both, but like with customer service, that's how you grow your business. So as long as if the customer service is good, then people are more likely to come to you. With product quality, then they're going to give you the feedback so you can improve it.
Well, look, thank you very much. I think we'll leave it there, but it's absolutely amazing. And can I just say, Alex, I know that you've just been a massive adopter and fan of You Can Book Me over 10 years, and we've been very, very happy and privileged and lucky to have you, not just doing our accountancy for us, but also using the tool. And um, I know that you at one point you had You Can Book Me flashed up in a conference showing people booking you in the metasphere. Is that what it's called?
Oh, the metaverse.
The metaverse. So people could put the metaverse down as a location about where you're going to be, and you've really championed it. So thank you very much on behalf of all of us. It's been fantastic.